Hey guys, it's Stacy and Hutch, and apparently our bosses thought that we didn't talk enough.
So we're going to do a podcast.
We're going to say too much. Hopefully we don't get fired, but it's a podcast, so they can't fire us for having our own thoughts.
And we don't get paid for this, so how can you fire from something that you don't actually do for a job?
You're not getting paid?
No, are you?
Let's start the podcast. Yay!
Here we are.
It is time for Stacy and Hutch Say Too Much. It is powered by Mattress Galaxy. Awesome podcast today. It's not going to be our normal format. In fact, the whole podcast is basically just snack chat.
I love that.
I know, yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Normally we take about 5 minutes to do snack chat, some of the newest foods to hit your supermarket, convenience store, whatever. But what ended up happening was I got an email from this gentleman, and Matt said, "Hey, there's some new things we want you to eat." And I said, "Done. I don't care where you're from.
You want me to eat?
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't care where you're from, who you are. As long as you bring food, we will have you on." Please welcome Matt Hodson from the Minnesota Twins organization. You're director of business development, right? Is that your
business communications?
Business communications. So you deal with the media.
I deal with the media and our awesome fans, and I get paid to talk about Twins baseball and eat delicious food.
Oh,
That
what a
is
crappy
amazing.
I
job.
win the prize.
Oh, it's the worst job ever.
And Target Field, really every year, it's kind of a thing. It's like, what are they going to do this year?
Yeah.
What are they going to do this year? And so it's not just standard ballpark food every single year, year after year. You guys really reinvent kind of what you do, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we know that, of course, you want to come and watch Pablo Lopez strike somebody out, Byron Buxton, Carlos Correa hit mammoth home runs, and,
Yeah.
of course, cheer on a Twins win. But while you're doing all that, you want to stuff your face, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
The standard ballpark fare, the staples, those are always going to be there. They're always part of Target Field. But every year we're looking to push the envelope a little bit more and bring in even more delicious food for everybody, no matter your budget, no matter your appetite, whatever you want, we've got it for you at Target Field.
Well, I think Stacey and I, we've talked about this plenty of times, is that Target Field has really turned into, yes, you watch baseball. That is the main purpose of Target Field, to watch the Twins. But it really has turned into a destination for even some non-baseball fans to come to and just enjoy the atmosphere and the food.
Absolutely. I mean, winning's our top priority, and winning baseball games, that will never change. But Target Field, you're right. It's a place. It's a communal place. People can come together. The shared joy of Twins baseball, yes, but they can just come to be there and be together. We have awesome the Twins Pass ballpark access. You pay less than $4 a game. You get in. You don't have a designated seat, but you can walk around to all of our different cool social areas. Truly on Deck, the Summit Bar, Gray Duck Bar. You can sit there and just walk around, eat, drink, be merry, and maybe watch a couple batters. Maybe not.
One of the smartest things I think you guys did was invite our friends O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company
Yes.
to be the official
Good
whiskey
move. Good move.
of Target Field and Twins baseball.
I will tell you from a PR standpoint, that has been fantastic because I got to help work on the press release, which meant I can't write a press release unless I sample it.
Well, you know
Yes.
it's right down here, so we can
I
always
know.
go there when we want to.
Yeah.
I know it. So, and the first sample, yes, it was delicious, but I got to be sure.
You have to
So
compare.
I got to have a couple more.
And they're awfully fun people. So
They're great, aren't
They're
they?
a good
They're
time.
awesome. So, I am a huge fan of that.
What is the process of inviting new vendors, having new people come in? I'm sure, again,
everybody
knowing how
wants
you have
to.
to taste test,
Yes.
is that part of your job to say, okay, who wants to come in? Like Stacey said, everyone wants to be there. How do you determine that and how do you pick?
Yeah, great question. So Delaware North Sports Service, they are our concessionaire, have been since the ballpark opened in 2010. A gentleman named Pete Spikes, our general manager, he's fantastic. And he really makes it his mission too every year to say, all right, last year was great. How can next year be even better? And so he is one who throughout the year is out and about in the Twin Cities area, tasting what he thinks might be good and what the fans might like. He'll solicit opinions from other folks, and then he spends most of his. Actually, he's already planning now for 2024.
No kidding.
So and then he'll make it the rest of this year and into the off season to vet and to taste and to find not only delicious food, but also folks and businesses and vendors like the gentleman you'll have here on shortly, Jared Brewington from OFC, who really align with who we are as the Twins. We want this not just good food, but good people that are producing it too.
And locality is so important for Target
Yes.
Field.
Yeah, we are proud to be Minnesota's baseball team. We want to serve Minnesota food to our fans.
Cool.
Now, this may be a hard question, but I know you've been to many ballparks.
I have indeed.
Besides the Target Field and the Twins organization, what other ballpark and baseball team has some of the best food?
Ooh, that's a...
Now, I know you feel like you're cheating, but let's pretend you have been given a free pass by the Twins organization to name another organization.
I will say, and this also has
except for Houston. You can't say Houston. The Astros are not.
I will not say. I don't care if they have the best food ever. I'll not say Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
Boo.
All right.
You know what? I like Philly a lot. They also lean into the local flavor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco, Oracle Park is a little bit of bias. I grew up in California. I spent a few years working for the Giants. But they have some great stuff. Although I will never, ever, ever eat a garlic fry again because my office at that ballpark used to be right next to a garlic stand. My first year, something got switched in the air vents.
Oh, no.
We came in one day and the entire office smelled like garlic fries and stayed that way for a week. So it's ruined me on garlic fries at that ballpark. But I would say, yeah, San Francisco, Philly are my two favorites. And Kansas City, because Kansas City brings in some of the barbecue, and I'm a barbecue guy.
There you go. Let's talk about Jared real quick and official fried chicken.
Yes.
What was it about for you guys at Target Field? What was it about that chicken? Because I'm sure you've tasted tons of fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
What was it about that chicken from OFC that you were like, damn, this is some good stuff? Besides tasting it and going, damn, this is some good stuff.
Yeah.
And he's also staring at you right now.
Yeah. I'm leaning down a little bit now. For us, it was, that first taste, you're like, whoa, this isn't a chicken tender. Even though they have chicken tenders, it's you know what a chicken tender is. And then you taste this and you're like, this is chicken. And then you bite into the sandwich and you're like, I don't know where to go next because they're both so delicious. I want to keep eating both. Then you get one of the legs and you're just, before you know it, you're devoured a whole plate full and then moved on to your next one. And you realize, wow, we hit a culinary home run here. And then you get to know Jared a little bit, know about his business, know what a culinary genius he is, what a great guy. He's based here in Minneapolis. Some of the innovation they brought, and I'll let Jared talk about it to do it justice, but the way that they serve the food here at our Target Field is incredible. And it checked all of our boxes. An amazing company, innovative, great food.
Local. Yeah.
I mean, it seriously, it's all-star, home run, whatever baseball pun you want to use, except for the fact that, baseball, you're making left turns. It's funny to see now at our ballpark because you walk in gate 34, which is where 65% of our fans come. And then where they're located, you go, and then instead of making a left turn like you do in baseball, everybody just goes 90 degree angle to the right because you just get hit with this wall of just deliciousness chicken.
34 is between parking ramps C and B.
Yeah, and it's where we got the big lawn area out front. I mean, it's a great place. You can play.
So once you walk in there, go right.
You go right, yeah. Well, and you know too. It's like literally, it's like Pavlovian response. You're turning right and you're going to the wall of chicken deliciousness.
Well, let's bring him over. Jared, come on over to that side. We want to get you on video. Everyone wants to see those awesome glasses. Matt, I know you're going to get some food ready for us.
I'm going to get the food ready for you guys.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You don't have to bring the glasses, but come on. That is your personality, man. It's what you have. Of course, Jared Brewington, official fried chicken,
how's it going?
Is with us. First off, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been trying to get into Target Field or with the Twins organization?
Well, in the amount of time that it happened, probably that.
Yeah.
So we opened our proof of concept store last June, and I had conversations with Delaware North soon after that and the Twins organization. Our proof of concept showed our technology. It was on 46th and Minnehaha in South Minneapolis. And after that, we've evolved. We've had learnings after, thousands and thousands of repetition with our technology. I'm a tech forward person. I'm not a chef by trade, but I am a restaurateur. My first restaurant was called Funky Grits, which opened in Minneapolis. I was here in this studio, not this studio, in this building. Back in the day when we were in the state fair doing some of the promotion for that. So I guess I'm known for trying to put together efficient, innovative culinary packages. I guess fried chicken is a forever food. It's one of the oldest globally connected foods in all history. And so it probably won't go out of style.
No, and that's the interesting thing I think about you, even your funky grits concept and the fried chicken concept and the chicken and waffle, like that whole concept is like, how do I take something that people know and love, and they probably have their own recipe for it, and make them love it more?
Yeah.
How hard was that to create something?
It took a bit, 2 years, and that was for my seasoning and part of my process. We use a broaster, which is a pressure fryer.
Oh, I love roasting.
And so if you're Midwest, you've had roasted chicken before up north or some resorty area where there's lakes and beauty and
or some small town bar
who's got a good chicken program.
Yeah.
And so that's the perfect way to cook the chicken. And then I messed around for a long time of what we were going to do as far as marinating it. Would it be in buttermilk? Would we season the buttermilk? Would we season it before we fried it? Would we put it in the flour? And iteration after iteration, we got down to lightly flouring it, curing it in overnight, and then we fry it in the broaster. And our seasoning, which is the touch, that's our proprietary blend. That'll give you that old home style.
Okay,
vibe.
KFC.
That's the big secret.
The secret spices and the
proprietary. They got the. I don't even want to say that the word secret and the spices together around them. No.
Yeah.
Well, lest I have a knock on my door with the.
It's a blend.
Seasons.
It's a blend.
Yes, right. Our proprietary seasoning blend. And our downtown location, we have our master barbecue seasoning and also our Mighty Buffalo, which will burn your lips up.
Oh,
we've been challenged to make it hotter, and so we did.
Wow.
We're
That
just our
scares me.
original at Target Field, just so people get to know our gold standard and our main seasoning.
So you brought something with you today.
I brought some treats.
What did you bring?
I brought some of our fried chicken, some of our chicken tenders, our very popular fries, and our sandwich.
I'm so excited.
Ross,
about
let's hand
that.
those out, bud. And
Yeah.
you grab some of
Thank you.
yourself.
Chicken's in the big box.
Ross, you can actually sit here
That's
too
the big
on
one
mic
right
4 if
there.
you want
That's
after
where
we
we
go.
go.
So now
The party's in that box.
the official fried chicken. Now, official fried chicken. Here you go, Stace.
Oh, I think. Oh, okay.
That's a sandwich.
Alrighty.
Now, in the sandwich chicken wars, did you decide, was your sandwich before the Popeye stuff? Was it coming around when the whole sandwich wars was happening?
I had a sandwich with another restaurant concept I started downtown in the North Loop prior to COVID, and it was right around that time of the chicken sandwich wars. This one is our tenders with our house sauce, pickles, shredded lettuce.
Oh my God, that sandwich. That's got a little bit of a kick, not too much.
Minnesota kick.
Yes, a very good Minnesota kick, but it's tender, it's juicy, and it holds its flavor, which is very rare for a lot of chicken when people don't do it right.
Yes.
Or they do it too fast. And you said a lot of the stuff marinates overnight. It gives time to soak it all in.
And it's
Right.
just enough kick that it
Oh my
doesn't
God.
make me want to cry because
Exactly.
I have a very sensitive tongue, and everyone laughs at me, but I really do.
Well, you're a good test person for
I
this.
am.
And
Wow.
our sauce is in there too for your tender dip.
Okay.
We have a house sauce in that bag.
You
But
know
I
what
really
I'm
want to try that bone-in bird.
You know what I'm really surprised about, by the way, is that when you said lightly floured, I'm like, oh, I'm a guy that loves all the crispies, but this lightly floured.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you said lightly floured, but it's
good
the
and crispy.
perfect. It's good, crispy, and it's the perfect right of seasoning and flour for this type of chicken tender.
And now that's a tender. Now, when
That's
I
a
talk
big
about light
piece.
seasoning and perfect crispy,
Mm.
this chicken here we delivered to you. Mind you, it was 8 minutes away, but you know, that's where you really get to know
Oh my
us.
God.
I'm saying moist, warm.
I didn't know you
Marinade.
existed, and I live downtown. How do I miss that?
You didn't.
Wow.
Here we are today.
Here we are
This
today. I found out
cosmic
today.
Kismet.
Jared, let me tell you, Matt. Now I know why. Now I know. I mean,
I can't eat too much. We have more to eat. So
I know. Yeah, my
Yeah,
stomach
you
can only
know.
handle so much. But I'll tell you this, man. This is. I've never, and I'm not saying this because you're here. I've never had chicken this juicy and this crispy with that type of seasoning. This beats any chicken I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay,
Thank you much.
you know that I just recently finally had Popeye's chicken, and I
Yes.
thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
And I've always been a Cane fan.
hmm
I like this better.
This is so much better than what I've ever had before. And the sauce just adds to
the
it.
tender's different.
The tender is different. So the tender's different than the seasoning on the actual
No,
chicken bone-in?
the seasoning's the same.
Okay.
But the bone-in difference, I mean, it's a full leg, it's a full breast, it's a full thigh. You've got our marinade in that. It's different with the bone on than a tender, which is a cut.
Oh man, you did. So what do you sell at Target Field then?
Yes. We have our sandwich, we have tenders and fries, and our bone-in chicken.
Okay.
And the tenders and chicken come in a 4-piece or an 8-piece. The tenders come with fries. The 4-piece and 8-piece bone-in do not. You can get fries separately.
Matt, I know you're not on camera. You can use that mic though. That line must be absolutely crazy at Target Field. Like people just must wait for it.
You know what the nice thing is though? With some of the awesome technology they have, you can order on your smartphone.
And just pick it up.
Yeah, through the MLB ballpark app.
Wow.
You can go, which you could do for any concession around the ballpark.
Yeah.
But the innovative technology that OC's brought to the table here, they have these, it's like a hot pocket, I guess, for your food that you go, you get dinged. Oh, hey.
It's ready.
It's ready. You go up, you pick it up, and you walk back to your seat. So you get the delicious food, and you don't have to miss a pitch.
I'm telling you guys, if you want the best chicken I have ever tasted anywhere in the country, it's this. It's official fried chicken. So where's your location, by the way, downtown?
We're on Curry Avenue, downtown Minneapolis, right off 11th and Hennepin. So if you live in Laurel Village, it's just a block north of you.
And you're open 7 days a week, or
we are open 7 days a week.
Wow, man!
When late night on Friday, Saturday, all you downtown, North Loop, even St. Louis Park, we deliver out that way. We got a pretty good delivery zone in the Uber Eats, DoorDash realm of things. I want to touch on the technology at Target Field, if I could, for a moment.
Yeah.
We have 18 pods, if you will. It's a line of little square lockers, if you will. You can either order on our touchscreen kiosk at our space or through the Major League Baseball app. And you're notified via text. You interact via text. And once your order's ready, you reply here. The box lights up and unlocks in front of you in like a millisecond.
I love that.
I kind of want that just for here. That technology is awesome.
I just
built
want
locally.
That's so cool.
Software, hardware, founded locally. It's called Checked. Nate Schrader, unbelievably smart entrepreneur, is the founder of Checked. And we partnered because at my brick and mortar, I had a version of pickup technology, but we broke it. We put it through the reps.
Wow.
And that wasn't at Target Field.
No,
Could you imagine?
Thank goodness it wasn't.
Yeah.
But we had that in our brick and mortar, and I wasn't satisfied. And I got in touch with Nate after reading an article about him and his tech. We implemented it and launched it at Target Field. It's been outstanding. Our ticket times are under 50 seconds.
Oh my.
Wait, what?
That's incredible.
If we're lined up and we're
50
rocking,
seconds at Target Field.
you'll have 20 in a row. You'll be all under a minute.
Wow.
I have a feeling you're going to be taking a look at some of this technology too at Target
Oh,
Field.
yeah. I mean, especially this year with the pitch clock rules that have made our games a lot quicker. I mean, we had a 10-inning game in 2 hours and 27 minutes. Time is precious. And so it's huge. I mean, people get to eat this. You said it right. The best chicken I've ever had, you've ever had, anyone's ever had. And they don't have to miss any of the action on the field.
And by the way, I've lived in the South. I lived in Florida. I've traveled all over the place, the country, and I've had some food. I'm not saying this because you're here, man. I truly believe that I'm super. Don't listen. I believe in what you're doing, and I'm so glad that you're local. You know, we have Chef Ed Porter on with us, and I don't know if you've met him yet. He's on Netflix show Pressure Cooker.
I know of him.
Yeah, and
not know him.
He never brought us food. So if Chef Ed's listening, sorry,
we're very
man.
disappointed in you.
We have a new friend. But congratulations, first off, on all your success. I know during the pandemic and during trying to start a business is super hard, especially in the restaurant industry.
Right.
So I know Stacy and I love supporting local businesses and local restaurants, and we wish nothing but the best for you. And I think this Target Field thing is just the start of what may happen for you. So congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate you both having me.
Yeah.
Matt, thanks for the connection, the relationship with
Matt,
the twins.
can we
is great.
get him a twin shirt or something? I mean,
I'm going to get him more than just a twin shirt. We're going to hook him up big time.
A cap. But yeah, a cap. But I'll tell you this, guys, even if you're not a baseball fan, go to Target Field and check out Official Fried Chicken. Under 50 seconds average wait time. I mean, You can't even get that at a fast food place in a drive-through.
No
You
way.
can't get
Mm-mm.
that anywhere. So thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it.
you
And you
very
can hang
much.
out and please, I'm sure there's a lot of food you haven't even been able to try at Target Field, and we'll have that for you too. So why don't
Let's
you come
rock
over
it.
here,
Perfect.
Jared? We'll switch
We'll
with
swap
Matt.
spots.
We'll swap spots again.
And I'll just keep picking away at things I find in these boxes.
Oh my God. I'm
I'm glad the food's over here by me.
Yeah, listen, I am too, because I know there's a lot more coming here. But yeah,
Oh,
no, you're
it's okay.
good. Yep, you're good. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about real quick before we dig into the food. The new logo
Yeah.
is super cool. Thank you, by the way, for the stuff you got us.
You're quite welcome.
I had
This-
to put mine over there so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
don't
spill
touch
on
it.
it. It's
Yeah.
white.
That's priorities right
It's
there.
white and it says twins, but you guys kind of did a revamp. What was the
We did.
purpose of the revamp of the logo?
So we hadn't really truly undergone a full complete design overhaul since before the 1987 season. So it'd been
Wow.
been a minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, the 1987 season quite magical and still memorable around these parts. But we felt it was time. It was time to take a lot of the beloved historical marks, but refresh them, bring them into a new generation. So actually, the inspiration behind these were inspired by the past, built for the future. So we used to have a very beloved M hat. We wanted to keep that where it belonged with the championship lore, but bring a new mark for Minnesota's next generation of champions. And that's what you were holding up there, the M with the North Star.
Yeah.
Obviously, a huge, important piece of our state and our history. And wanted, again, to bring what we believe will be the beloved M for Minnesota's next generation of champions.
Let's talk about. I feel you guys kind of cheated a little bit. Not cheated, but you went to your U.S. Bank Stadium partners. You saw a big screen there, and you said, "You know what? Maybe our screen should be pretty big too."
We had screen envy.
You had a little screen envy
we did.
when U.S. Bank Stadium debuted their huge, gigantic screen. You're like, "Wait a minute!" And your screen was pretty big for a
Our screen
ballpark.
is pretty big, but then also we were looking at it last year, like, man, some of those panels are looking a little bad. Some of the colors not so sharp. So we said, and again, this is a credit to the Pollad family, our senior leadership. They want to keep Target Field looking and feeling fresh and new every single year. We're in our 14th year, and it feels incredible. This year, the big thing is our gigantic new scoreboard.
Well, you could say that with the Wild organization and XL Energy Center. You can say that with the Lynx and the Timberwolves, and you can say that with obviously the Wilfs at US Bank Stadium and the Pollads at Target Field. Is they're very invested into making this an experience.
Absolutely.
Not just go there, watch sports. Because I've been to places. Busch Stadium, it's great. It looks classic. But it's one of those where you go there and you're not experiencing things. You know, you whether it's the Skull Drum or the snow falling at US Bank Stadium, or it's your opening with flyovers and fireworks and things you can't do indoors that you can do outdoors. You know, and so I just, as I know Stacey and I and Ross, we've all said this, is as a fan of just Minnesota, they've really developed that, and especially Twins organization.
Thank you. We appreciate it. I mean, and yeah, you're right. It's the one Minnesota, all of our sports teams really take that to heart, that it's an experience. It's not just for the diehards, it's for the casuals, it's for everybody to come together in this place and really have a wonderful time. And yeah, I mean, our new scoreboard is now the 6th biggest in baseball. It's HDR capable. I feel sometimes like I see things better on that than I do when I look at the field with my own eyes. And that adds to it. I mean, that adds to, hey, Kiss Cam now. We're HD.
Yeah,
everybody
that's
had
right.
the dancing between innings.
That's why I
and all
never
that.
go with Ross. I mean, I know Stacey's a coworker, but she's a little prettier than Ross. I will never sit next to Ross for sure.
Only a little bit.
Okay.
Well, I now get it because I'm a horrible dancer, but I like to bust a move, and now I get, if I ever on there, my kids now will look at me, Dad.
You're so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Why
You're
don't you
100 feet tall now on that. Stop.
Why don't you start grabbing some food for us to try, and we'll do that. But first, we got to talk about Mattress Galaxy and how amazing they are. I wish Suzanne was here
I know.
because
Well, she's got 6 kids. They'd all eat all of this.
They would.
in like 30 seconds flat.
but she could take them to Target Field for
Oh.
$4 a ticket and go experience the food themselves.
That's right. They could terrorize the official fried chicken.
And they will be asleep by the time they get home on those
That's right.
amazing mattresses, because Mattress Galaxy really wants to make sure that your sleep is important.
Yeah. And if you don't have a good night's sleep, I mean, you're not going to have a good day the next day. And also, you know, a good night's sleep is going to be something that also is going to be part of your mental health. Because if you don't have good night's sleep consistently, that can start to wear on your brain too.
Yes,
and
yes.
that they did find that poor sleep and mental health are connected. So if you are suffering from depression, part of that might be because of your bad sleep. So they'll help you find a good night's sleep with their sleep experts.
But you got to find them first at one of their locations.
Yes, they have several locations. They are in Hodson. They are in
Hastings.
Thank you.
New
Woodbury, New Richmond, and now I messed up the orders. So now I
sorry. You can find them at mattress-galaxy.com. But the Sleep Sanctuary in Woodbury, you got to check that one out for sure.
Yes, that is the newest location. You'll love it.
Back to our regularly scheduled program with Matt from the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, what
All
do
right,
we have here?
what are we starting with? And please, can I call you chef? Jared, you don't claim you can grab Mike for there. I know you're not. You don't claim you're a chef, but you really are. I mean, you've created some great food.
I suppose, but I've never worked in a kitchen for money at a place that somebody else owned, and I don't know if it's disingenuous to say
call yourself a chef.
Jared.
Okay,
and I don't know. It's always been said in other
food master.
Sure, I'll take it.
Food master,
culinary genius.
Idea guy.
Culinary genius. So let's start with this one, Matt, and Jared. Please feel free to go ahead and chime in and talk about what you like, what you don't like, or whatever the foods is. I'm telling you right now, we're starting off with some. This
fresh.
looks like brats, but it's
looks
Kramarczyk's Mong sausage. Now, this is again another one of our Minnesota specialties, a double Minnesota specialty of Kramarczyk's sausage, but this is from Union Mong Kitchen, and they've.
This is an angel hair pasta.
You've got a. It's a cow sen rice noodle bowl.
Oh,
so you've got the chilled rice noodles, some fresh herbs in there.
They smell so good.
Little cabbage, vegetable slaw. And there's a sweet chili vinaigrette you can use to mix. But
very citrusy a noodle. Rice noodle.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Very citrusy. It's
Yes.
good. Jared, what do you think of it?
Clean, springy flavor.
Yes,
It's like baseball fresh.
You're right. In a pasta form, which is so rare because it's not heavy. It doesn't
spicy.
taste heavy.
That-
A little kick there, Stace. That's really
Definitely
good.
a kick to the sauce.
And where's this one at?
This one is located down the left field line, target field, kind of near the Gray Duck deck.
Okay.
And again, it's another it's Chef Yi, and he's had a place in the North Loop area for a while. And again, is another one of those local Minneapolis up and coming chefs that we wanted to give a broader audience to. And
James Beard Award nominee.
Oh, really?
correct, James Beard Award nominee.
that's
Thank you very
impressive.
much.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, Jared, that you're right. I think that exemplifies spring so much. Even summer when you get to that citrusy kind of taste. So that's really and the noodles add so much to the sauce because you always want a carb with some sort of meat.
Yes.
Usually, and the noodle is such an interesting thing when it's done that way with the pulled sausage.
And see, and this is again why you said the word experience. What we're trying to do at Target Field. I mean, this isn't a Twins dog, or a Dome dog from back in the day.
Yes.
I mean, and no offense to them because we still have those, and those are great too.
And people love them.
and
Still.
people love them. Yeah, and hey, there are games I still go and crush a couple of the dogs.
Need to do it,
But sometimes you want to switch it up a little bit, right? And
Yeah.
this is not something you necessarily say, I'm going to go to the ballpark and have an awesome citrusy noodle bowl with Mong sausage in it. But yet you get there and you have it and you're like, wow, this is delicious. It just adds to the experience.
what else you want us to try here? But
Yeah, I've got one other thing for you.
We gotta put the fire
Two
out.
other things.
I forget. Stacy doesn't like spice, but
Let me get to the right.
that's
back
very
here.
good. All right, what we got here?
We're going soul bowl now. This might have also a little
kick.
different flavor. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking for sugar to put it out. Sugar puts the fire out.
It does. This is from where again?
Soul bowl.
Okay. Oh wow!
Oh, I love soul.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh!
there's a little pineapple. That'll help.
Oh, that is pineapple. Yeah. So we're looking at a rice base here.
Yes, indeed. We got with this year's Soul Bowl offering, and they've actually been at the ballpark here for a couple years. But we've got their Gong Jerk Chicken Bowl. It's a roasted jerk chicken thighs glazed with pineapple jerk sauce and served with sweet plantains
Pork
and
is
yellow
very
rice.
spicy. So
Okay, I'll be good.
I'll eat it
All right.
for you.
The plantain.
Oh my! What is the? Okay, so what's in here again?
So
Rice.
rice, plantains,
Plantain.
and jerk chicken.
That plantain is
Mm-hmm.
very juicy, especially when you cook it. All the juices could go out.
So sweet.
Jared, that seasoning and how it's cooked, that plantain is just fabulous. Have you had it yet?
Tender,
Yeah.
meaty.
Yes. It's weird to
Not
call a
s-
plantain meaty, but
Not
I mean,
slimy though.
yeah, it's
That's the hard part of cooking a plantain. You gotta get it right. It could be a tasty slimy, but this is good texture.
Slime free.
see a lot of
Slime free.
these,
Textureful.
even your chicken must be hard to produce at a mass level and keep it juicy, and like this pork is super super juicy. Is it really hard to do that, Jared, or is it something because it's ballpark food? It's quick, it's fast. You got to make it and move on.
Yeah, you don't really deal with hold times at a ballpark. It's coming out fresh.
Yeah.
And then there's the balance there because you've got a great deal of people now coming before when the gate opens, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're going right to it, get their food and sit down. So you got to build up some
Mhm.
inventory, if you will, but you don't want that first customer to have the first thing you cooked also.
Mhm.
So there's some timing. So it's a good balance. But you just prepare for the pop.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Delaware North they assist all of our vendors and,
Mhm.
and staffing up and making sure that that everybody has what they need to prepare the authentic food that they want to serve, but do it in a ballpark timely fashion.
Yeah. Well, Jared, if you ever need someone to work a ballpark game for you, I've been looking for a job. I'll serve Stacy her chicken.
Yay.
I will put stuff in there, but I will be glad to work a ballpark game for you.
I got a shirt for you.
Okay, I will do. I'll just wear the shirt and stand outside and wave.
Deal.
No one
That'll
wants
get
me.
you-
They want your
that'll get you
chicken.
chicken.
Um,
And I do real quick have to give a shout out to
Yeah.
Chef Gerard from Soul Bowl, who's the culinary vision behind what you guys are eating now, and
It's so
is
good.
an amazing partner for us as well.
Let's talk booze real quick. The timing of the game and has become a lot faster. And Stacey and I were talking about this the other day because it's kind of disappointing that, yes, games are shorter. Baseball games are notoriously long to begin with. So it's nice to have the shorter games, still a couple hours long.
Yep. We're
But-
still about 2.5 hours.
But I know in the past, before these changes, seventh inning, booze stops.
Yep.
Alcohol, beer, whatever it may have. Twins saw this and said, okay, this is definitely quick. People want to enjoy a game still, and the seventh inning is a little too quick, so you extended it.
We did extend it for that very reason. Yeah, we extended through the 8th inning now, and we still are allowing folks the time and the place to still drink responsibly
Mhm.
and to enjoy themselves responsibly. But yeah, but you're hitting the top of the 7th inning, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours into a game, whereas a pass out could be the 4th, 5th inning. And we didn't want anyone to come and feel like they did not get to enjoy their full experience. So that was one of the things that was
Whether it's a
immediate feedback.
Truly or
Yeah.
Keeper's Heart whiskey
Yep,
or whatever it may
or
be.
a Summit or whatever you may have, and we want to give folks through that 8th inning.
Can I ask you why? This is a question we
yeah, we
had.
wondered this on the air.
Whether it's a concert or it's baseball or hockey or football, they all do the same. Why do booze sales end early before the game's even done when you can go to a bar and they close at 2 a.m. or whatever time they close and they serve up basically 10 minutes before they close? What's the purpose of that?
The purpose is, and there is no hard and fast rule. We could go through the end of the game if we wanted to.
Mhm.
It is simply that we do want to allow our fans the time to say, okay, because not everybody is
Sober
going
up
to
a little
go.
bit,
Yeah, not everybody is going to go straight to a bar. If they do, that's their choice, their prerogative once they
Or
leave.
have a
But-
hotel room?
Absolutely, but for others that we know might be choosing other means to leave the ballpark, we want to give them that time to, after they're done consuming and enjoying, to leave responsibly.
And if they want to, there's a lot of great local places around.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that can-
absolutely. Yeah. And with the time of game now
Mhm.
ending quicker, it gives you a lot of your night or evening back to go enjoy one of the many amazing bars and restaurants we have around Target Field in downtown Minneapolis.
Speaking of booze, what's this bat that you keep talking to
Yes,
me
the
about?
beer bat.
What's the beer bat
So
all
we are
about?
going to revolutionize the way you can consume beer.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Because, you know what? Batter up.
Oh, that is
Oh,
clever.
my God.
I love it.
So you get this.
Yes.
You get this.
That's
and
awesome.
Batter up. And Ross, may I borrow you?
That is so cool.
Dig into the
Look out,
container
Hutch.
here.
How far does it go down, Ross? Show on Stacy's cam. Look in. How far does a beer fill up in there? Is that
Oh, all the way.
All the way
Oh
to
my
the bottom.
god. So is that considered a 16 ounce then? Maybe?
I'd say
20
more.
32 ounce? That's really cool.
It's a bat.
It's a bat.
That's
cold.
the unit.
That's
of
the
measurement.
unit. Bat ounces.
It's a bat of
I think he's
beer.
got
Bat of beer. Batter up.
I'm making a mess down here. I
oh,
will
that's
clean
okay.
up after myself.
What kind of beer you
We're
got
going
for
to
us?
go with a lift bridge here.
Oh.
Mango blonde.
Okay.
We'll see if
Ooh.
I could relive my college days and have a decent pour. But you will get your bat.
Yes.
You will get your beverage and
So do you pour it in yourself?
We will give you the option. We can either have our concessionaires pour it for you, or you
can pour it
can,
yourself.
if you choose to pour yourself, you may.
Wow.
Can you get a mixed drink in that thing?
No, you cannot. Not yet.
Dang.
This is
Well,
not a quality pour. We've got a lot of foam in
it's a
here.
take- it's a
This is a
take-home.
bad
That is
pour.
a bad pour,
This
man.
is an awful pour. I would now, no bar in the city will hire me.
No
after
one
this.
will. But I'll take it.
You can still take it.
I'll take it for you. But Stacey, I mean, you get to keep the bat, by the way, right?
Yes, the bat is in yours
So,
to keep, to bring home.
You could make a cocktail at home with it.
Yeah.
I guess I could.
Make
yeah.
a rum and bat.
I will drink the foam and get a good taste of the foam right now.
Okay, yum yum. Have some foam. Now you have it on your nose, probably.
Oh, that is a good beer.
Yeah,
That's
not bad,
a-
huh?
I mean, and
is
to anyone
the,
listening, I clearly did not get any liquid because of his pour.
You got the essence.
I got the essence without the alcohol.
The official
Um,
score has ruled an error on the PR guy.
That's good.
But that is, what kind of beer did you say that was? That's very good.
That is a Lift Bridge Mango Blonde.
I was gonna say it's very fruity. It's very
Yes.
good. I think Stacey would like that kind of beer.
Oh,
So
that's
there
funny.
you go. All right, Ross, I'm gonna have you take this because I definitely.
Yeah,
or
you
want-
can't really put it
can try-
down.
Jared,
Can you
try
put it
some too
down?
if you want.
This
So-
is a good chaser to that Soul Bowl rice.
You're
Ah,
right. This
yes.
is with the
The citrus.
plantain and the pineapple. That is, yeah. If you
Yes.
can get some, Jared, I don't know. If you're, there you go. There you go.
Oh, he's able to get some.
There you go.
He got some
Nice.
beverage.
Overcame my.
good, Matt.
Ross, if you want to grab that from me.
I will have to send this to my friends back in the college days and say I have lost my touch.
Well, we thank you both for coming in. This was so much fun, too much fun, and I know there's a couple things that we're doing with the Minnesota Twins
Yes, I'm
coming
excited.
up. We're doing some first pitch stuff here and there,
Oh.
and
Wonderful.
I don't know how to practice, and I don't have a yard.
listen, I'm sure if Matt
You got-
pitches as good as he pours,
I'm in good
we're
shape.
gonna go with Jared. You're in good shape to be on ESPN.
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
yeah. If you did the first pitch of my
Oh.
pour, you would be.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
would-
maybe I should practice being the worst so I could get on ESPN.
There you go. Yes.
Da-da-da,
Yep, there you
Yeah.
go.
That's
Well,
what I'll do.
thank you both for coming in. Thank you for the gifts of food
Thank
and the t-shirts and all that
Yes.
stuff. We can't wait to head into a Target Field game very shortly here, even though the weather isn't really been.
As soon as that weather
Yes,
turns.
the weather will turn, and then you come out. You can eat good food, drink good beer.
Did you guys get a game in during the 80s degree weather?
Oh, we got multiple in.
Okay, I didn't know if you
See,
were away or if you were home for those.
You come out, eat and drink to your heart's delight, see a Twins win, and
Yeah.
then go home and crash on your Mattress Galaxy.
There you go. By the way, how's Farmer doing?
He's doing very well, thank you. I mean, he'll be out a little bit, but man, what a scary incident!
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
For those who don't know, he got hit directly in the face with a 91-mile-per-hour fastball, and luckily walked away with a few dislocated teeth.
He's lucky it didn't get an eye.
Yeah, didn't get an eye.
or
didn't,
crack his skull.
He
Yeah.
didn't crack a skull, didn't break a jaw.
Unbelievable.
He did have surgery to repair some teeth and the laceration, but he is resting comfortably. He will be back with us hopefully in the near future. But yeah, it's a bit of a miracle that was all that happened. And Kyle is truly a terrific guy.
And
So,
if people want to get tickets to a Twins game, and again, the standing room tickets, you guys also have too, like a monthly program too.
yeah, the monthly program, the Twins Pass, it's $49 a month. And at the end of the day, it equates to less than $4 a game, like
Yeah.
$368 per game. If you come to all of them, it's great. And also, I mean, since we're here talking about food, if you do want to go a budget conscious route, we have 3 family value stands where everything on the menu is under $5.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, and that's hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, nachos.
So you guys have
beer,
kind of-
pop, water.
You've started to realize, or you maybe have, but you've started to realize that it does get expensive for a family to
It
come.
does,
And
yes.
especially with inflation, people have to choose,
Mhm.
some pretty hard things. And you're giving the opportunity for someone to catch a ball game
Catch a ball game.
with and it's, let's be honest, whether you're cheering for the team or not, I know for me and my son, it's super important to go to these things because it's memories that I remember going to with my dad, or and your mom, or your whoever it is, your siblings, and Stacy, Al,
Big Al.
driving
He
in
still
from
likes
North
to go.
Dakota, catching a game.
I listened to every inning in 87.
Yeah.
Every inning.
Nice.
And so it's one of those things that's so important. And I'm glad, again, the Pohlad family can realize
yes.
how that is, because it's not that way across the Twin Cities or even Minnesota, but you guys were able to make it so families could go.
Yeah, indeed. And it's from ticket packages again to the food. Really, everything on that family value menu is $5 or less. And there are 3 locations throughout the ballpark. So it doesn't matter where you're sitting. It's an easy access to it. And yeah, we want everyone to be able to come out and
I'll tell you,
Twins baseball.
Too, is some of the other stuff maybe a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Over $5, but it's shareable.
Mhm.
A lot of this stuff is super, super shareable.
Yeah.
And so get one, go try it all. So there you go.
Absolutely.
Thank
Come
you.
on
Appreciate it. Jared, thank you for coming in. Best of luck to you and your business, man.
I appreciate you
Smile.
all.
There you go. That is Stacy and Hutch. Say too much. And it is powered by Mattress Galaxy. So we'll see you guys back here next week as we have, get this, ready? Lauren Daigle joining us.
That's right.
And she's going to be on our podcast next week. So we want to thank Lauren Daigle as well for next week's podcast. It's Stacy and Hutch. Say too much.